How's it going, guys? IsaiahElFuerte here with the DayZ 0.63 beta patch. Now, I know I haven't been doing a lot of DayZ videos lately, but this is something I really have to be speaking up about. Right now, I'm showing you guys the character models that they have for both male and female. As you can see, I'm actually having a hoodie on, which is a good sign that we'll be spawning in with hoodies from now on, instead of just regular plain white tees or green tees, whatever it may be. So we'll actually be able to have some slots when we first get into a server. As well, in this video, I will be showing you everything regarding base building, new cars, new guns, new items in the game. They reworked the walkie-talkies. They've reworked a bunch of animations, climbing ladders, walking, running, animations, everything they've redone. So I'll be trying to do a pretty long video today, longer than what I'm usually used to doing, but it's going to be somewhat in-depth of what they have coming for us here in 0.63. I'm beyond excited to show you guys everything regarding map changes as well. We'll just have to get right into the video. Let me go ahead and show you guys what it is exactly we are looking at. And this is the view of Northwest Airfield. You could just see how much bigger this airfield has gotten from the last patch. You can see the tents over there where ambush used to be. The firehouse is no longer there. You know, let's stop looking at it from up here and let me actually go down further and show you guys a closer view of the airfield itself. Alright guys, now before I go ahead and show you the map changes both in Cherno and Kaminx, Kaminx just has one building that's changed. This exact same building in Tissy now. Cherno has a little bit more of a greater change than anything else. But let's go ahead and take a look at this ATC because they greatly renovated this building. You can see it's about 4 stories high now and it has 3 different compartments. This side here is a garage. It looks like it turns into a workshop area. It's kind of insane how much renovations they've done. They made it look more lively, or I guess unlively now that it's the apocalypse. But you got a reception room here. You obviously got the lobby here. If you go upstairs, you start seeing more of the radio appliances, more of the little knobs and stuff in here. It really looks abandoned, and that's what I like, because the old ATCs really looked like they had nothing in it compared to the old Arma mods. One thing I can't wait that they implement is vaulting, because I would love to vault over this windowsill and actually get up on this roof here. Now there still is a way you could get on, but I mean, just being up here and seeing how high you could get and seeing all the different vantage points you could get on the actual airfield itself is pretty remarkable. Let's go up another flight here and you'll start seeing another lobby type room. And then eventually you'll come over here, not here, over here behind this door. And you'll see another staircase where you'll actually get to the main area that a lot of people tend to forget about. Well, not in this current patch, but in the past patches. Now you actually have what looks like a mixer here for the radio next to some kind of radar, I guess is what you go ahead and call that. And then obviously you could get up on the roof as you used to be able to. Nothing's changed there besides this really cool ladder animation. I like how he still has his gun in his hands, that's cool. But so there's that ladder animation there, and then you have the rest of the airfield. It's remarkable what they've done here, honestly, it really is. But let me go ahead and show you the slight changes they've done and the new buildings they've added in Cherno. So I'm actually extremely happy we stopped here and found this police station. This police station almost looks identical to the old school, the little high school, at least that's what I used to call it. But let's take a look inside. So if we open up this front door, obviously it looks like a main lobby here for the police department. That looks like it's almost a, or actually all of these, oh no, that has a toilet? Okay. It almost looks like this was a evidence lockup right here. That's pretty cool. Then you have maybe, okay, you have like a break room or something, I guess there. Let's see over here. Oh, you actually have a cell. Now I think that this is gonna thrive very well when RP comes in. I can just imagine what it would look like. Just using this as an actual PD. I think people are gonna love this. Then you have like a little like office here, another office here, another jail. Actually, this might actually be the evidence lockup because of the bars. I'm assuming everything else here is the exact same, just more offices and stuff like that, huh? Alright, well, let me go see what's going on over here. Alright, more offices. So I mean, it's pretty much the basics of the police department there. That's pretty cool though, man. Cherno has definitely gotten its workaround, and there's a lot changed here. I showed you guys how the original, the first PD decided to move, and same with the firehouse. They're up by Chapavest now. But I'm pretty excited to see how busy Cherno gets. Hopefully we get some spawns here as well. But let me go ahead and show you one last building. So this here is the last building I wanted to show you guys. It looks like an old rundown, like, asylum almost, but let's go ahead and walk inside. This is at Kaminsk's military base, by the way. They even changed the look of Kaminsk. It looks so much more vibrant out there. But as we come inside, it actually is furnished almost like a home. There is a TV in here. We go up to the second floor. It looks like it's almost a school, like a classroom in here. You got the map of Russia, which you got Chernogorsk there. You got other towns, which might actually lead to some nice modding. If we keep moving around, there's not much, but I love how the building looks completely run down. It's actually pretty good looking. I think here is just a rooftop, and there was a few more buildings. I'm almost positive there was. Now there's a lot of barracks here as well. I think right here is where we're gonna start seeing them. You got a bathroom there. You got a few barracks, some more barracks, and then it just leads right back out to the back of the building. Almost the exact same layout as the old camo building. You still got the netting here and everything. So I'm pretty excited to see how this is used to play here at Kaminsk Military. You're probably gonna have a lot of people up on that building actually sniping into tents now. But that's the last one there that I know of. Let's go ahead and start moving towards base building and guns. Alright guys, so welcome back. We're gonna start off here with the power generator, which what I think is gonna be the start of base building here. I have a whole bunch of other stuff set up here just behind me, but let's go ahead and start with this guy. So with the power generator, it's not that easy, or it's not that hard to turn on actually. All it needs is a spark plug. So up here you can see that it has a spark plug little indicator there. So I have the spark plug in my hands. So if you go ahead and put this guy there, you're all set. The generator should be all ready to go. I'm surprised it doesn't really need gasoline to get running. But what you could also do is, so you have these cable reels that you set up, and you can actually plug into your generator here from the back side. And you can start seeing, you can see the actual outlet there plugged in. And then when you left click one time, you'll actually get an option to drop the power reel, or the cable reel. I don't know why I said power reel. So if I went ahead and hold down left click, you'll start seeing a progress bar, and he'll go ahead and drop that. Now another thing you do is I have these here spotlights. So spotlights, you would walk up to the cable reel and plug that in, and then you'd be able to actually turn this down, or put it down. I don't know why I messed up on my speaking, but you'll be able to put this down. Holding down left click again, you'll get this little progress bar there, and you're all set. Then you have to come back to the generator, and you should be able to switch it on. As soon as you switch it on, you'll start hearing it running. You'll start seeing the gas. Now the light should be on the thing. It is daytime, so let me go ahead real quick and turn it into nighttime. So you can see a little bit of light coming off now, because I did turn off the you can see a little bit of light illuminating off of this spotlight here. I did make it a little bit darker. It's very, very hard to see, but you can see some light showing up there. Now let me go ahead and do another light for you. So we plug this one in. We'll go ahead and just drop it down right next to this other cable reel. Then we'll get another spotlight out. We'll go ahead and plug this one in as well, and then you can see the light kind of illuminating. Like if you look here, you can see how it's lighting up the that light there. So we'll just go ahead and place this one down here as well. Try to illuminate that generator a little bit more, so you can start seeing the light build up. Now you can't see it through here, which is really odd. You can't actually see the light illuminating from the spotlight itself, so I'm assuming you could put up to 4 different cable reels in one generator. And you'll place this one down as well. I'll do one more for you just to kind of get the flow in, so you can see how it's lighting up the whole area somewhat decently. The light's not that good, but it's better than nothing. You know, it's definitely better than nothing. So another thing you could do is they added in a battery charger for your vehicle. So what you do with this is you'll actually go ahead and plug in this battery charger to your generator as well. It shows up black, and then you can go ahead and put down the battery charger. What this battery charger does is car batteries apparently are going to start dying now in game. So I already have the car battery in my hands, or in my inventory. So I'll go ahead and attach it to the car battery, and I'll go ahead and switch it on. But it doesn't make a noise, which is odd. So I don't know if it's because the battery is live and working, or if they just don't have it set up just yet. Another thing the car battery is actually used for, if I take this back into my hands, is this portable back base radio station. You actually bring this over here to this, and then this radio station should be working. Now it usually works as a backpack. I could show you real quick by dropping mine. It doesn't actually work, however, because it actually puts it to like to my legs. It's really awkward, but you could use it as a actual radio. So it's off now. So if I press, I think if I left click once, it's actually on. Then if I hold it, you'll start seeing a progress bar, and you'll start seeing the times actually changing. Now this animation works a lot better with the walkie-talkie, which I also have in my hands here, and you see that all you need is a 9-volt battery, which I actually have. So we'll go ahead and do that. So in order to turn on the walkie-talkie, you left click one time, and you'll see him bring it up. And then in order to change the channel, which I love this feature, you just hold down left click, and you'll just start seeing him turning the knob. Now it is a little bit buggy. I wish the screen was lit on, and you'll start seeing a little bit of, you know, something popping up on the screen. But I mean, nonetheless, this is pretty cool. You just hold down left click until you got the station you want, and you just keep it going until it eventually stops. Same thing works for if you want to turn it on. Just left click it one time, and it's completely off there. Another thing I really enjoyed was these Christmas lights. Actually, as you can see, I don't have these on now, but if I go ahead and let me see, I think I need a different one. So let me go ahead and unplug that one. Hold on, give me 1 second. Actually, I have a brand new reel I could use. So let me go ahead and plug in this reel. I'll put this one down right here. The Christmas lights I wish you could actually renovate with a little bit. Actually light it up like you would. So right now you see how they're off. Light it up like you would a house. Like I could put it around the balcony there of the ATC. So right now it's off. If I were to plug it in and you look at it again, it's just barely on. It's just a nice little white light. I wish it looks like one wants to go a little bit green, but these you could also place down just like any other object. Just go ahead and left click once and then hold it, and you'll put it down right there. Unfortunate that that's how it goes. Maybe I'm missing something. You guys will probably be telling me down in the comments that you guys found out how to actually hang it up on walls and stuff, but that's what I was able to find regarding that. Now let me go ahead and take my backpack back real quick. So you guys have probably seen it here in the corner, but right now this is what I believe to be the next vehicle in the game. Now let me go ahead and make it daytime real quick before we continue. Alright, so now it's daytime. So this right here is the civilian sedan. Now I know we got this teased to us a few times. This one I actually put completely together. If I walk up to it here, you'll actually see that it has quite the inventory. So with the engine, it looks like they actually added a radiator, which is in the game, and then a driving belt or a timing belt, whichever you want to put, or a fanning belt. They have all of that implemented, as well as the battery and the spark plug. Now this I assume is the headlight, and this I honestly have no idea what this would be. I'd assume you could either put the radiator on the body or the engine, or I'm not too sure, but I know that they have an actual radiator in the game now. It works the exact same way as cars do nowadays. You would just click and drag the wheels to designated area. Now the civilian van, you could see it has quite a bit of space. The thing is with the inventories I've noticed is it no longer tells you the exact slots. You'd either have to actually count it yourself or just wing it. And so that's pretty cool. Another thing is I could go ahead and show you the one that's actually completely destroyed. Well, not destroyed, just taken apart. So the interior looks really nice actually, and I like the actual dashboard there that they have set for it. It actually pretty looks cool. The speedometer looks amazing, and then the shifter obviously, or the clutch. Does it have a clutch? It looks like it actually doesn't have a clutch. I don't know, but let's go over here. So another thing I noticed that we've actually got teased with a bit are these tents, these improvised tents. Now everybody has seen these tents. The dev team really teased us with what in the world is going on. I don't know what is happening, but um, so these the dev team has actually teased us with out in the forest that they actually were gonna bring these in a few months ago, but they never actually did. Now these don't have the best inventory slots ever. This improvised tent, you can actually put camo netting. I don't know what this is. I'm assuming this is for a lantern, but it only has 6 slots, so don't expect anything too major to be hidden here. I do actually have camo netting on me. If you look, it looks almost like a wolf pelt or a deer pelt will look. It looks like the texture actually isn't completed. Note that you actually cannot run while holding this. You can only slow walk, but you can actually attach this. I'm excited to see what it looks like when you actually do fully. Right now, it just turns it into a weird little grayscale texture, but you can just imagine how that would look later on. This as well is the advanced improvised tent. It only has 4 extra slots, but you could do the exact same thing with the camo netting. Go ahead and put that on there, and it covers it up a little bit. I'm assuming it'd be just either like the netting from, you know, military tents over here at the Northwest Airfield, or it'd just be a weird tarp that you just put over. Now another thing I have here is a party tent. Now this tent is actually a brand new tent they actually implemented in the game as well. It's pretty cool. I actually like this tent a lot. So you obviously left click and you could actually see the building mechanism here. So you gotta wait until it's full white and then you just hold left click and you'll actually place it down. Now, the weird thing with this tent is you actually cannot enter it through either side unless it's this side here. Now, I'll tell you why exactly that is. The reason behind it is because, believe it or not, this tent actually holds netting as well. So if I go ahead and grab this camo netting and I put it over this tent, it actually closes it up entirely besides this one area here, which I find phenomenal. Because I could just imagine seeing this tent in between 2 pines or something, you know. And this tent actually has quite the amount of space you could put inside of it if you look in here. That's quite the amount of space. I don't know if that's equivalent to a car tent. I don't think it is. Definitely isn't equivalent to a military tent, but I think this is actually one of the coolest tents that they have in the game currently. Let's go ahead and move over to the last bit of the video. We have all the new guns that they've implemented into the game right here. We do have a Mosin here as well, an MP5 and an AK, because I do want to show you 3 things that I've noticed with these guns, or I guess 2. Let's go ahead and start off with the PVC bow. So this bow is actually, it looks like it's actually a metal version of the crossbow. If I go ahead and put this into my hands and I aim it, he aims it really awkwardly. I don't know what it is, but you can see it almost looks like metal, like a pipe or something that he has in his hands that he just made into a bow. Looks pretty cool. I can't shoot it. I can't make the cool funny string noise that a lot of people like to use with it, but I think it's a really cool bow. I don't know if it has anything better than the Ashwood bow regarding range or fire rate, but that's that bow there. They also have another new bow called the recurve bow, which I am really a fan of. Just look at this thing. This thing is a monster, okay? The design on the woodwork is just phenomenal in it in itself. Obviously, the animation for it isn't completed as he's holding it weird, just like he did the other one. But same thing with this one. I don't know if these bigger bows are going to be implemented to you know, shoot longer distances or what, but it looks insane. I mean, look at it on my shoulder. That thing is amazing. That thing is incredible. Oh man, I cannot wait to use these bows when when they're ready to go ahead and be started up. So this here is the M72 Law. It's another rocket launcher here. Go ahead and aim it. It looks actually pretty cool. I couldn't find any ammo for it. I'm sure it's there, but I just wasn't able to actually find it. If you look down the iron sights, you have like a nice little hole to look through. I would actually really love to shoot one of these vans out with this or not this RPG. The RPG is right there, but it would be really cool to actually get this thing to shoot. But unfortunately, it doesn't allow me to. I can't even load it or anything like that of that nature. But it's a really cool looking gun. Looking forward to using this in the future patches as well. Don't know if it's specifically going to come out with .63 any of these, but you never know. They can. So with the RPG, I have the RPG and I actually have the warhead for it, but I actually can't load it. As you can see when I move, it does like some weird texture bugs, but nonetheless, you can still see it on my shoulder. The animation for holding it is still off as well. Go ahead and look at the iron sights. The iron sights look clean, just about any other RPG there is in the game. Um, Very nice gun, very nice gun. The same thing with the law there. I can't wait to shoot somebody out of a vehicle with this thing and just completely blow up a camper up on ATC or something. I think that would be really cool. Really looking forward to using this gun as well. If you want to get a closer look at the actual warhead itself, I don't know if I'll be able to hold it up. Actually I can. That's phenomenal. Hopefully in first person you can see it a little bit better. Uh, I don't know why he's holding it like this, but it's definitely um, some dangerous firepower there. Here we have the Scout rifle. The Scout, I know a lot of people know this gun for the popularity of it in CS:GO. It's obviously not as popular as the Op, but nonetheless, the Scout is a nice looking rifle. They do have this in black and green. I do have the green one right there. I'll be showing you that one here momentarily. This is the iron sights. Now, at first, I wasn't a fan of this iron sight. I'll be 100% honest. This iron sight wasn't really having it for me, but I like the fact that it's so simplistic. If somebody did decide to run from front of you, he'd be a pretty easy target to hit because you don't have a lot of things in your way. Now, obviously, this thing might be compatible with some scopes and some other gadgets, but till then, we really just gotta wait and find out. Let me go ahead and pull out the green version of the Scout here. I like the green one a lot. This green one is nice. It throws me back to like Insurgency or something like that. It's a beautiful gun. It just we just gotta see how it acts in the middle of gameplay, but it's a phenomenal looking rifle. Beautiful looking gun. It's gorgeous. I really want to put a optic on it, but unfortunately I couldn't put any attachments onto this gun either. Just to the right, we got the baby dart gun. Now, the dart gun I'm a huge fan of. I'm looking forward to being able to use this dart gun against deer or some small animals like wolves. Like, I would love to use this against wolves. As crazy as it sounds, if I had a pack of wolves coming on me, I would love to use this. Now, the iron sights isn't too shabby. I like how you have the CO2 gauge there. I'm assuming that shows you how much CO2 you have in the gun, so you know when you're going to run out, or it just shows the pressure of shooting the actual dart. That's pretty much the dart gun there at a whole. Now this one I know a lot of people are wanting to see this one, the M24-9 Saw. This gun is a beast. Okay, do I need to say anything else about this gun? I don't think I do. This gun could literally just shred up an entire van, V3S, whatever it may be. Now this iron sight has to be by far one of my favorite iron sights in the game to this date, and the gun isn't even fully released. I cannot wait to use this. If the devs allowed me to throw like a holographic or a red dot, you know, anything like that on this gun as an optic, I would fall in love. I don't want an ACOG on this thing. Please do not put an ACOG. This, it wouldn't look good. But like a hollow, imagine a hollow sight on this thing. The thing would be disgusting. Okay, you can see some of the rounds there just hanging off. I don't have the mag in. The mag is in the game, however, you can't actually attach it to the weapon. You can't shoot the weapon, sadly. All right, and here we have the underbarrel grenade launcher for the M4. I believe it's called the M206, M205. You guys can go ahead and correct me on that. It's kind of awkward how you're holding it, but I did try to attach this to an M4 earlier, but it didn't show up. It became invisible, so you kind of have to hold it in your hands. Unfortunate, but I mean, This thing is going to be overpowered. I already know it's going to bring me back to my Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 days, but we got to worry about noob tubing, and that's probably going to be the term we use again in 2018, going into 2019. So that's exciting. I mean, nonetheless, it is exciting. We're coming closer and closer to the mod days, if anything. Here we got the Saiga 12K. Saiga 12K is a gun a lot of people have been kind of skeptical about. It's an automatic shotgun. It does have a drum mag. I'm a little bit concerned with it. I like the iron sight. It's nice and simplistic. Again, if I could put a red dot on this or hollow, beautiful. Reminds me of the AK. The way the actual butt or the body of the gun is. Exactly resembles the AK. I love the handguard on it, nice and sleek. Does it say Santa 12 on that? It probably says Saiga 12 in Skrillex, but nonetheless, beautiful gun, nice and simple iron sights. Can't complain anything about that. So let's go ahead and move over to the Mosin. Now, what I want to show you guys with the Mosin is obviously you got the bayonet there, right? So let me go ahead and detach this this scope. Now, before we actually do that, let me go ahead and show you how to open up boxes of ammo. So nowadays, oh my god, look how tall that thing is. Jeez, it's like I have a beacon on my back. Anyways, so you got to get the ammo. So the way to open up boxes of ammo in DayZ, as of 0.63, assuming, is you actually have to have it in your hands and you have to hold left click and actually open up the packaging. You'll be stuck in an animation for like 2-3 seconds, and then you'll have the free ammo there. One thing I've noticed with the free ammo on the Mosin, I'm not able to either use the hotbar to actually load the gun. So I'll go ahead and put the gun in my hands. If I press 2, he doesn't do anything. Now if I go ahead and grab the ammo, oh, I accidentally put it out of my hands. Now if I go ahead and grab the ammo and combine it, he only puts 1 round in. So it's, I don't know if we're gonna have to individually put in rounds just like this, but that's I don't know how I feel about that. Now maybe you kind of just do that and hold left click. Let me go ahead and hold left click. Yeah, he still only puts 1 round in. So as of now, I don't know if it's currently a bug in the game to the point where you can only round it up a single round each time. I'm assuming you probably have the nice little snap loader that they have for the Mosin and do it that way. Iron sight's still crispy, but there is one funny thing I've noticed. Let me go ahead and take off this bayonet just so you guys could see what I'm talking about here. So this is the Mosin, the gunshot with the Mosin without the compensator. I'm gonna go ahead and pop a shot. Okay, it barely recoils for one. Now I know that's probably not going to be in the finished product, but let me go ahead and throw the compensator on it so you guys could hear the difference now. Now if you guys played DayZ for a while, you guys know what the compensator does to the Mosin. It kind of reduces recoil and it somewhat helps the bullet travel. But listen to this gun now. Did you hear that? Do you guys want me to run that back by you one more time? Look at this. What in the world is that? It is so quiet. It is literally so quiet. It is amazing. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. Compared to that, oh god, I'm gonna love using this Mosin all over. I think that's all my shots. Yeah, that's all my shots. But there you have it. We still don't have anything for the bayonet. I can't attack with the melee. All I could do is shoot. So hopefully they implement a way we could actually end up using that bayonet to stab an opponent. Let's go ahead and move to the MP5. Same thing with the MP5. So I have the compensator here for the MP5. Let me go ahead and take off that compensator. Pop off a few shots. Still has the same iron sight. But let me go ahead and put on the compensator so you guys can hear the difference. It is literally a suppressed MP5 now. Now, I don't know if that's intentional. I don't know if they're actually planning on having that be the actual case. But I'm hoping not. I'm honestly hoping not, because that's a little bit game breaking. You won't have to worry about ruining a suppressor. You'll pretty much have a fully functional suppressor at all times with the MP5 at that point. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about that. So let's go ahead and move on to the AK. Now, if you look at this AK, down here it says I have a 74 or 75 round drum mag. If I aim it, it only shows a 30. Same exact iron sight, still shoots like a champ. It's a freaking beast. Go ahead and take off the suppressor. Still sounds like the old AK we all know and love, right? Let me go ahead and put this back on. Let me go ahead and take off the drum mag. I do want to show one last thing here with the mags here. So if I go ahead and put this drum mag in my hands and I hold left click, he's actually emptying the mag right now. And I know a lot of people were skeptical about the whole mag filling of a 75 round drum mag. Now granted, I don't know the exact time that it'll take, but this is me literally loading a 75 round drum mag. It doesn't take too long, but I mean, 75 round drum, that was 12. That was 12. Just put it in perspective. That was 12 shots there that I just put in the mag. But yeah, that's pretty much everything new in the game. These are all the new weapons. Quite a bit new weird features here with the compensators and all. You got the new tents, you got the new car, you got the generator and all the base building stuff over there. And then, you know, that's really what the game is in a nutshell right now. I don't know, guys. That's been the .63 patch experience for me. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. If you guys do want to try to play this yourselves, it'll always be down in the link below. I'll teach you guys. Well, I guess I specifically won't be teaching you, but there's a good little tutorial there on how to do it. Although today the dev team did release an official way to do this with testing. However, you can't necessarily spawn in things. You have to actually go out and loot for it. But nonetheless, man, it's your boy Isaiah. I'll definitely be trying to get back into more DayZ videos. I have a bunch of content I've been just stockpiling for the last year and a half. We're definitely going to be trying to come back into YouTube. Definitely try to bring back the immersive gameplay and just the constant iterations of PvP. But till then, boys, I'll catch y'all next time on another DayZ video. Take it easy, fellas. Peace.